10 English towns with the worst nightlife. England has a reputation for its lively pubs and energetic nights out, but not every town joins in the fun. Some places trade bright lights for early nights, preferring peace to party culture. From market towns steeped in history to commuter hubs that close up after dinner, plenty of English communities wind down well before midnight. In this countdown of 10 English towns with the worst nightlife, we visit spots that are charming by day but subdued after dark. Perfect for a relaxing escape, not for anyone hunting flashing lights and dance floors. 10. Basingstoke, Hampshire. Basingstoke gives off the impression of a town that should have it all: sleek architecture, buzzing shopping centres, and a thriving economy. Yet, after sunset, things quiet down faster than many newcomers expect. There are plenty of pubs and chain bars dotted around the centre, but locals often describe the nightlife as tidy but tame. According to several guides, including Premier Inn's nightlife map, Basingstoke offers dozens of pubs and bars, meaning there's variety but little atmosphere after midnight. Even when venues stay open, they often feel formulaic rather than fiery. The town has tried to revive its after-hours culture over the years, but clubs come and go quickly. Safety and convenience dominate the experience, which suits professionals and families, but leaves young residents boarding trains to Reading or Southampton for a wilder weekend. Basingstoke doesn't sleep. It just yawns politely by 11 p.m. 9. Devizes, Wiltshire. Devizes is a postcard of English charm: cobbled streets, canal bridges, and 18th century breweries that smell faintly of hops. By day, it's a beauty. By night, it's subdued. Despite the presence of the Corn Exchange nightclub, which opens on select weekends until 2 a.m, Devizes remains best known for its traditional pubs and calm evening routines. Most social life revolves around old-school taverns like the White Bear or the Black Swan, where conversation, not commotion, rules the room. Locals are content with that balance. For those seeking a dance floor or late-night buzz, Bath and Bristol are less than an hour away, and they attract the Devizes crowd once the local lights go out. The town's nightlife isn't dead, it's just gentle, traditional, and perfectly in tune with its historic setting. 8. Alnwick, Northumberland. Alnwick's daytime magic is undeniable. Its grand castle doubles as Hogwarts in the Harry Potter films, and its manicured gardens attract thousands of visitors. But once evening falls, the fairy tale fades into something closer to a bedtime story. Pubs like the John Bull Inn and the Market Tavern offer great ale and warm company, but they're small, relaxed, and quiet. There's no nightclub strip, and live music is sporadic for locals and tourists hoping for energy. Newcastle's nightlife, only about 35 miles away, is the go-to option. Alnwick isn't lifeless, it's just content to let the night pass softly. The same cobbled streets that bustle by day become almost cinematic under the street lamps, with nothing but the sound of footsteps echoing off the stone walls. For some, that tranquility is paradise. For partygoers, it's purgatory. 7. Leek, Staffordshire. Leek, tucked into the Staffordshire moorlands, is rich in history and scenery, but not exactly wild after dark. The town has earned praise for its antique markets and weekly fairs, yet when the stalls pack up, so does most of the nightlife. There are cosy pubs and a few friendly bars. Think traditional decor, log fires and cask ales, but nothing resembling a club scene. Now and then, an open mic or folk band stirs up a little energy, but for the most part, evenings here end early. Residents accept this slower rhythm as part of Leek's identity. Young people often venture to Stoke-on-Trent or even Manchester for more variety, but locals who stay behind enjoy peace, safety, and a genuine community feel Leek's nightlife may be muted, yet it's comfortably authentic, and that's part of its charm. 6. Hexham, Northumberland. Hexham's cobbled streets and Georgian facades make it one of Northumberland's prettiest market towns. During the day, it buzzes with shoppers, tourists, and history buffs. After dark, however, that energy drops dramatically. The town does have well-reviewed pubs such as the Heart of Northumberland and the Tannery, both known for good food and ale. But late-night options are scarce. Once the pubs close, there's no real second act, no nightclubs, and very little in the way of live entertainment. Locals and students from nearby Newcastle University often joke that Hexham's nightlife ends with dessert. If you fancy more excitement, Newcastle's 30-minute train ride changes everything. Yet, Hexham's subdued pace has a certain appeal, a reminder that not every evening needs neon to shine. 5. Kendal, Cumbria. Kendal is famed as the gateway to the lakes and adored by hikers, cyclists, and nature photographers. Its outdoor culture shapes its nightlife too. Early starts mean early finishes. You'll find a smattering of classic pubs, the Ringer Bells, the Castle Inn, and the Brewery Arts Centre, which occasionally hosts comedy nights or concerts. But after 11 p.m, Kendal slips into stillness. There's friendliness everywhere, but few venues to carry the night forward. Locals describe the nightlife as pleasant but plain, perfect for relaxed evenings with friends, but short on variety. Yet that's part of the appeal. It's one of the safest, cleanest towns in northern England. Kendal's nightlife isn't lacking. It's just built for those who rise with the sun, not those who chase it. 4. Newbury, Berkshire. Newbury is polished, prosperous, and proud of its heritage. With its famous racecourse and tidy town centre, it's a great place to live, but not to party. There are a few standout venues like the Lock, Stock and Barrel and the Cooper's Arms, offering good drinks and comfort. But Newbury's nightlife is more sophisticated than spontaneous restaurants, and hotel lounges dominate, and true nightclubs are rare. When locals crave more action, they head to Reading or Oxford, both less than an hour away. Newbury itself stays serene, valuing calm streets and an early bedtime over noisy crowds. For some, that's a downside. For others, it's exactly what makes the town desirable. 3. Melton Mowbray, Leicestershire. Melton Mowbray's culinary fame, home of the pork pie and Stilton cheese, outshines its nightlife by a mile. The town centre remains lively in the daytime, but as evening sets in, things slow dramatically. The pubs here are friendly and atmospheric, places like the Anne of Cleves House or the Generous Britain, but they cater to quiet locals rather than late-night revellers. There's the occasional pub quiz or live guitarist, yet no nightclub culture. Young adults looking for more stimulation typically head to Leicester or Nottingham for the weekend. That said, Melton Mowbray's mellow rhythm suits many residents just fine. Its people value tradition, good food, and familiarity over noise and novelty. For visitors expecting an electric evening, the lights may dim too soon. But that same calmness is part of Melton's timeless appeal. 2. Marlborough, Wiltshire. Few towns are as handsome as Marlborough. Its famously wide high street, flanked by Georgian buildings and boutique shops, looks magnificent at sunset. But once darkness sets in, the energy fades quickly. Marlborough's nightlife leans refined. Think polished pubs like the Royal Oak and the Green Dragon, offering wine and conversation instead of flashing lights. According to Visit Wiltshire, the town has a good choice of restaurants and several pubs, but its after-hours offerings remain relaxed and early closing. For residents who love tranquility, it's ideal. For night owls, the nearest excitement lies in Swindon or Bath. Yet, Marlborough's quiet is part of its charm, safe, orderly, and full of character. It may not rank high on nightlife charts, but it ranks very high on livability. 1. Ripley, Derbyshire. Topping our list of 10 English towns with the worst nightlife is Ripley, a proud working-class town that values community over clubbing. Yes, there are a few options: the Beehive Inn, the Crib Bar, and even the Regal nightclub, which opens on weekends. But compared to larger towns, the variety is limited. Ripley's nightlife tends to centre around small pubs and karaoke nights, rather than late-night venues. By 11 p.m, most of the town has called it a night, but to label that a flaw misses the point. Ripley's evenings are calm, its streets feel safe, and its residents enjoy knowing almost everyone they meet. People go out for a chat, not chaos, and that's exactly how they like it. It may not be the liveliest town in England, but it's one of the most content. From Basingstoke's polished calm to Ripley's down-to-earth peace, these 10 English towns with the worst nightlife prove that not every night in England needs bright lights to shine. They're places where safety, friendliness, and tradition come before noise and neon. For anyone seeking serenity over sound, these towns are quietly and proudly asleep by midnight. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell.